some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer.
Achilles to play and returning to being effective. And that takes another year or so. So, like, if you want to...
Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's all. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On the run, it's Hill. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Off the play fake on first down. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking for a gap. It's McLeod. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Back to throw, it's Knowles. Grab near the sticks, it's Ferguson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The give to the fullback. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Green. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On to attempt the try. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to throw, it's Knowles. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll go to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got his man downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The run from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Commodores moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air, it's Knowles. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off play action on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unleashes it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Knowles. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And some room to work. Spins away from the defender. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Vandy. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 10 over Mississippi State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Keeps it and gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He caught it! And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. That's reeled in. It's McLeod. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Knowles. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a 1st and goal.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. To throw, it's Knowles. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. Going with the ground game left. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Dude, he's already picked up 46 yards rushing in this one, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
This time on target. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room. It's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Knowles. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fullback's got it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll take it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Commodores want to move quickly. They'll run it. It's McLeod. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll toss it to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Shaw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shaw. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38th. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they regain the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time. Breaks into the open. Runs through the tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field. It's Knowles. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He's piled up 82 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 12 over Mississippi State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Quick completion on the out route. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Throw toward the sidelines. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's off. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Knowles. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll go to the air. Back's got it. Touchdown, Memphis. They strike first here in overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Got his man on the right. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Go straight ahead. Touchdown Doors! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Commodores have taken it inside the 20. Sticks it in his belly. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Vandy. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man, it's Hill. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down in overtime, they have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On target over the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Just keep slinging it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Memphis. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like, these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
They couldn't get it in, and what a heartbreaking way for this much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack.